Hello, everybody, and welcome to another HonReplays.org Gamecast. I'm Insane Rabbi, and joining me today is the Capitalist.
Hello.
Hopefully, everyone's having a good day so far. Thanks for tuning in and yet again listening to another Han Replays Gamecast. So, today, the two teams are Shin Gaming, as I have been told. Let us know again. Xing, if we are pronouncing that wrong. Lady Melissa, Captain Mike, all you guys, let us know, please. But as I said, it is Shin Gaming versus PhB, the powerhouse from Eastern Europe. First thing I thought was interesting before we even get into the hero picks, this was played on a U.S. Central server. Did we figure out if that was a glitch or exactly what the deal was
I
with
think
that?
my replay said it was USC as well. So PHB, I
400
guess they're
pinging it
just
up.
championing it. They're just like, you know what? We can take the ping. We got this.
For those of you that don't know, Favy and the rest of them, most are from Russia, but I don't know about a couple of their players, but I know two or three of them are from Eastern Europe. Like way the hell over there, and now Russia and stuff. It's bad. So them playing on a USC server is like playing StarCraft Brood War on BattleNet. It's 500 fucking ping. It's terrible. So PHB monstering it up, definitely coming here. And you got to give credit to Unique Phaser and Favy and Lean for just saying forget about it, man. We'll eat the disadvantage. So other than that, we do have Shin Gaming down here, like I said, versus PHB. Why don't you take the picks for me, Cap?
Well, it looks like on I'm not sure if it's Shin because originally when we looked at the roster it was XIN, but now it's XING, so maybe it's Xing Gaming. I don't know. We're probably completely, destroying the
Butchering it.
pronunciation. But hey, Xing Gaming, we got Lady Melissa on Arachna, Captain Mike on Wretched Hag, Miss Sally on Slither, Tips Baka on Demented Shaman, and Baka Ben on Accursed. And on the right side, on the Hellborn side, we got PHB Unique Phaser on Ophelia, Favy on Soul Stealer, as we've seen him many, many times. He's a great Soul Stealer. Yummy Yummy on Swiftblade, Lean on Plague Rider, and Soul Reaper, excuse me, Kalitzin on Soul Reaper. So I guess first impressions on the picks. I gotta say, looks like on the Legion side they'll probably be running a solo hag, solo mid hag, which I love to see. I love a solo hag. I think it's an incredibly powerful hero. You get in those early early levels and just start ganking, and that's probably just goes to say something about my playstyle. I like very high movement, high gank orientated
We
strategies.
don't run carries. Yeah.
No. Yes, exactly. And then an Arachna and Slither probably I gotta say those both heroes are great to go up against early game on a Swiftblade, getting in those slows, keeping a Swiftblade back from getting those spins on you. And also another interesting point, they did run 4 range, which is just another way to counter Swiftblade. And the only other melee is Accursed, and he has a shield if Swiftblade goes on him. It's not the best thing. In fact, it's not very good at all. I'd rather have an escape mechanism. But it's still a
It's a
little defense to
preventative
put up
damage.
against.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not terrible. It's not a solo Thunderbringer against Swift.
Yeah. But and then over on Favy's PHB side, excuse me, on the Hellborn side, we got probably a solo mid Soul Stealer, and then a Plague Rider Swiftblade. That's a pretty good typical lane. We see it all the time. Plague Rider throws a nuke, and then Swiftblade follows up with his spins, just doing a whole bunch of damage. And then Soul Reaper Ophelia. So we're probably going to see Ophelia in the forest. Now I'm not sure which one she's going to go for. She could go for an offensive and run on the Legion's forest down at the bottom there, or she could try and stay up on the Hellborn side, the safer side, and just try and get some ganks in for a solo top Soul Reaper is what I'm calling for. And all in all, I think PHB has a really strong lineup. Right now I'm going to give the advantage to them just because I think Swiftblade's an incredibly strong hero, and with the Plague is a great lane. That and I always love to see Ophelia's. Like I said, again, the early game moving around gank strategies, like watching professional players play Ophelia just tingles me right down to my toes. I just love it.
That it does. I also give the advantage in cool names to PHB. Unique Phaser
Oh
and
yeah.
Yumi Yumi or Yummy Yummy. Come on, man. How do you stop that? You just can't.
Favy,
So,
like what is that? That's like what?
nevertheless, I think we're good to go ahead and start this. Overall, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Arachna Slither. For those of you that are wondering why Cap was like the dual slow to slow down Swiftblade, because when he spins, it negates the slow. Slither's wards actually do slow Swiftblade even while he's spinning, and with the 600 ranged Arachna, Swift's not going to catch him. So, for those of you that are like, Cap is stupid, no, Cap's actually a lot smarter than you. Just wanted to let everybody know that. But hearts going out for those of the people that understood what Cap meant when what he was saying earlier. That don't bash us unnecessarily. Thank you. Constructive criticism always welcome.
I know.
But
Right?
we do have Shin Gaming coming in here now with the Slither Arachna, most likely bottom against the Plague Swift, D-Sham a Curse top with Hag in mid. But we'll see how the lanes play out. So overall, let's get this thing started. We're going to do a countdown. It'll be a 3, 2, 1, go for those of you getting the audio cast. If we do an audio cast with this, some people can do it, some can't. We are testing out someone new on the camera. Yet again, constructive criticism, always welcome, along with all the praise. Zerak-Tul, or is it just Zerak? I don't quite know. Whisper me there, buddy. He's Zerak in Han, but it's Zerak-Tul on the forums. Either way, shout out to him. Thanks for being the cameraman and definitely having to put up with me and Cap here. So, let's go ahead on we'll do a 3, 2, 1, go. And let's do it. So, 3, 2, 1, go. And we are off. And it'll be interesting to see what the lanes are. But Cap, take it away.
Well, I gotta say, it'll be most interesting to see, as always, who gets wards and who gets chicken for this sort of thing. I gotta say, typically I would say Slither go for wards, D-Sham go for courier. But over on the Hellborn side, looks like they went for a very fast wing courier. So possibly we're going to see some sort of bottle routing. It's a very good strategy on a Soul Stealer. Soul Stealer actually already has Pretender's Crown and looks like a health potion. Just looks like a little bit of a basic regen. No, actually he's going full out Duck Boot. So I guess I would say go for some early creep kills really quickly and try and get a bottle as fast as possible on that Soul Stealer, and you can bring the bottle back and forth with that wing courier, keeping him in lane and just keeping his creep score up so incredibly high. But right now it looks like the wing courier, interesting enough, PhB Unique Phaser on Ophelia, she actually used command on the wing courier. For those of you who don't know, that just basically gives it an extra 75 health. That's something they did change in the patch, I believe. I'm not positive about that. But up at top, Hag, looking at that tablet of haste. Meanwhile, PHB possibly going to go for an early gank at bottom. They did already cut down one tree, but Swiftblade doesn't actually have boots. It's a favorite among some teams to go early boots on Swiftblade. It's pretty much one of the only heroes that it's viable in the very beginning of the game to go straight boots. But instead, he went Hatchet and Iron Buckler. And interesting enough, I didn't mention this earlier, but Plague Rider and Swiftblade are running on bottom lane, which is typically the more offensive lane, which I think is a very strong move, because now they're going up against Arachna Accursed, which is not the best lane to counter Swiftblade, and they probably didn't expect to Plague Rider Swiftblade to be running bottom. They probably expected him to be running top. But so up at top we got a solo Soul Reaper versus a solo Demented Shaman. Now typically we see Demented Shaman babysitting heroes, but right now he's running a solo. I'm going to be interested to see how that plays out for Xing Gaming. I mean, I gotta say I'm not really sure if I agree with that, but you know what? It could be some new strategy. But it looks like at bottom, Plague Rider throwing a little bit of nuke. Curse countering with his shield, making sure that Swiftblade doesn't try and do anything, do any spins right there. Ophelia running an offensive forest right now. She's